Hey guys, thank you for joining us in Baloncesto de Norte a Sur, where we talk about Colombian basketball. My name is Pedro Bonilla, joining you from New Jersey. Happy to be here with you. Today's show, we have a very special player, guys. His name is Delano Spencer. He's a professional basketball player playing for Cimarrones in the Colombian Professional League. Delano, thank you very much for joining us. How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. I appreciate you for having me on, man, for sure.
Absolutely, man. How's your adjustment to Colombia going?
Man, this is the second time for me out here, so it's not really too much of a crazy adjustment, man. I like it out here. For me, it was nothing much to adjust to.
Can imagine. Hey, listen, you have a very impressive resume. Allow me just to read a couple of things really quick. You played your junior and senior years at college for Tennessee State, where you graduated in 2018. In 2022, while playing in the Czech Republic, you took your team to the semifinals. Pretty amazing that. You were also selected to the Eurobasket Slovenian All-Imports team. In 2021, you were also Slovakian League second team, and that happened again in 2021. So seems to me, man, obviously you've been around, you've been playing international basketball for a while. How is, in terms of basketball, what's your goal in this Colombian basketball league for this season with Cimarrones?
Man, so obviously, to win and, the goal is to win the championship, for our team, for the city, to bring that winning culture back. The Cimarrones, they got rich history. So, just to add to that, man, that's the ending goal. Win games and try to, at the end of the day, win the championship.
Absolutely, that's the main goal for everybody. We also pretty good familiar with Coach Edgar Moreno. Welcome back to him in a second. I just want to go really quickly something very special that happened where you were playing in Manizales a few days ago. You actually went and scored 35 points. You ended up with 9 threes and 35 points that night. Pretty special night for you up there in Manizales. Have you always been a 3-point shooter, or is this something you developed later in your career, or you always kind of been shooting from out there?
Yeah, man. So I've been a shooter. That's been a key to my game. I've had a lot of success shooting the ball. So, I've been doing that since I started playing. My dad, did a good job training me. Making sure I got the right mechanics to have success. But I've always been a shooter, man, for sure. 3 points was definitely a key in my career for sure.
Yeah, we can definitely see that. Coach Edgar Moreno, obviously you know this, he's a future Hall of Famer in Colombia, and for many, he's one of the best Colombian point guards ever. I see, you guys kind of point guards, both of you, kind of similar games and a lot of things. Does that help when you're playing for a coach that was a point guard as well? Like, how's your kind of like adjustment in terms of his game?
Yeah, so pretty much, man, him being a player is just, the ultimate understanding of, what's going on the floor. So, he can just correlate and understand that, we're players and he was once a player, so we can make the right adjustments and we can agree to, certain things. So it makes it easier, and he lets me be me. So him being a player coach is a real benefit. I feel like it's real beneficial to our team, not only me, but our team. So, that's an impactful role that he has for us. As an understanding coach who played the game and off the court. With our bodies handling days off and certain practice styles. So, for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you guys have a great team, and we can see a lot of talent. You've been around. You play overseas. You play in Europe. What would be the best way for you to describe the current Colombian basketball game? Like, is it different from Europe where you've been before? What are the main differences?
Yeah, of course. I feel like every continent is going to be different. Here in Colombia, I feel like it's developing. The talent here, the young guys are, continue to get better, generation by generation. So, the big difference is, the fundamentals and the IQ of the game is highly taught there. It's implemented, from the beginning of their, journey in basketball. So I would say just the IQ and the intensity of paying attention to details and stuff within, coaching strategies and stuff like that. But, as far as the talent wise, they got guys who, can really play here and really play over there. So, no, I just think the difference is that, man, the structure and the IQ of the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of players here use more skill and, talent, I feel like, to, have success in this market over here. And then Europe, like I said, they're, very fundamental. The coaches are, really structured. You running plays every possession. So, I would say the difference, they more up and down here. I say both are physical. Just international basketball is physical everywhere. I would say that's about the same everywhere. But yeah, man, like I said, those are quite some of the differences I could see between the games here and over in Europe.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. We had American players before in the show, and they agreed that somehow is very physical compared to like sometimes even in college and high school in America. So here it is sometimes
Yeah, now wait.
li- little
Sure.
more difficult to get the call sometimes, but we can see that as well. When you are kind of like scouting the next game, how much of your game is planned and how much is it adjusting based on what it has to be done? Like, for example, that night that you scored the 9 threes, was that kind of like a resource that you had ready to apply if you had to? Or that was something spontaneous that came because you had to take the leadership to try to get the W that night?
Yeah, so for me, I play to win, and shout out to my teammates. They, helped put me in a good position out there to do so, to lead, and to help the team win. So for me, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get the W at the end of the day. I know obviously I'm the leader of the team, and hold a big role. So I don't take that lightly. I try to get everybody on the same page, and if that means I have to take over or I have to get everybody involved to get them started, that's what it is. But the threes, I give what the defense, I take what the defense gives me. That night, I just kind of dissected them. My teammates helped me, put me in good situations, set good screens, and also knock down shots. So it gave me the opportunity to have success that game.
We noticed on the press conference that day you had a beautiful baby with you. Are you with your family down there, or that was just that night?
Oh man, so they came for about 2 weeks, and thank you, I appreciate that, man. I love baby girl. They came for 2 weeks for Mother's Day and my daughter's birthday. So they came for Mother's Day and my daughter's birthday. Yeah.
When you're not playing overseas, are you still in Georgia or you live somewhere else in America?
No, I live in Atlanta. Yeah, me and my family live in Atlanta.
Great, man. Listen, we just wanted to. A lot of people's been talking about you. We wanted to bring you in the show, learn a little bit more about you. You're definitely getting a positive impact on everybody in the Colombian league. You guys bring so much level to the league, and we appreciate that. Just wanted to hear from you, man. Thank you so much. Good luck with all the games coming up pretty soon.
Man, that sounds good, and I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me, man. Much respect, for sure. We'll be in touch.
Absolutely, man. Thank you very much.
All right, no problem, brother. Have a good one.